Hey, what's up you guys? Bad Rob back again with another video. So we're doing some more post-game commentary. Super happy about how some of these games went and just some really awesome moments. Anyway, so we're up against an Incineroar. I find that the Isabelle Incineroar matchup is usually a slam dunk. It's in Isabelle's favor. I'd probably say 60-40, just because Incineroar doesn't have any good options to sort of zone out Isabelle. Now, they are a heavier character, and they really can knock someone like Isabelle out if they get the opportunity. Maybe there's a better Incineroar out there to be played where I can maybe adjust my opinion a little bit, but I find that because Incineroar has some moves that leave them really open to Fishing Rod, such as their, like, I'm not sure what it is, their spinning move, that just leaves them so vulnerable to Fishing Rod. They have a pretty big hitbox, so you can hit them with a slingshot pretty frequently. But yeah, I find that that's a pretty good move to get back onto the stage from Incineroar. Something to keep an eye on. And that move comes out really fast, and it is really strong, so even though you can punish it pretty well as Isabelle, you do have to sort of be careful for it. So right there, I try to go for a smash attack punish, trying to fit some more of those into my gameplay. There are times when I can do them and they can secure me more kills than I'm allowing them to. So, I mean, he's so close to death. I'm just trying to get that one last Fishing Rod, and I misspaced that one, unfortunately. I had a feeling he was going to roll in. I probably should have just stayed in place and then did my fast fall back air or forward air. I'm not sure which way I was facing. I hope you'll notice that I'm doing more fast falling with my slingshots, and I'm trying to be quicker about all those things. A lot of the tricks that I talked about in my one video, I'm putting to really good use, I feel, and I'm just practicing that whenever I get the opportunity. You do all the practice work, and then you hope that you're able to do it during the actual game. So my favorite thing in the world is to hit people up into that combo where they think I'm going to continuously hit them with my up tilt, but then go do something else. We'll see what their options are. Just waiting for good moments to grab some whiffs, and then, ooh, if you do an attack onto the stage, I'm just gonna get you right there. Man, I love the edge situations where it's my job to figure out what are they going to try to cover. I love that. It's actually, even though it's super dangerous and very scary, and some people are really good at edge guarding ledge trapping, that's like my favorite part of the game right now, is figuring out how am I going to get on the stage without them figuring out what I'm going to do. Yep, so just trying to... I probably should have thrown him away from the stage, but you know what? The thought was get him close to the mine and then activate the mine and maybe get the kill that way. Of course, that's not what would have happened at all. Yeah, you have to be really careful playing that rolling game, and you just gotta be super careful. And that's why I feel like this matchup is really good for Isabelle, is because Incineroar just is gonna have a hard time approaching, and I thought that was going to be the kill for a second there. I just played these games tonight, and I don't even remember how they end. Yeah, so we're going to catch it with that forward tilt whiff punish. Such a strong move. It's really very good on Isabelle. And it has a pretty high hitbox, too, as well. Like, there was a moment in this game where I was quite shocked at how how high it strikes. So this is me versus a Joker. Actually, the next two games are versus this same Joker. Some good moments, I feel. They kind of do this funny thing where you'll see what they do. Now, this is the part where I tell you to wake up, because I'm sure that put you to sleep, as it did for me. Of course, you know, thankfully this guy, you know, after this moment where we start to actually, like, kind of get into it, he sort of starts to play, like, you know, more regularly. We have a more interesting match. I mean, hey, I get it. Like, I play campy all the time. So there's a smash attack, me trying to get something like that. I don't mind Reflector on... Well, I feel like that's one thing that this Joker could have done better. I really feel like the Joker matchup for Isabelle is pretty rough. I mean, Joker hits hard, and furthermore, Joker, with his parry and reflect, like... It's really strong against Isabelle's mines. The reflect that you get from Arsene is so strong against Slingshot. It's This is a hard matchup, I feel, if played correctly. And so it can sort of be played in the same way the Zelda matchup can be played, where you just sort of spam, reflect, and then I have a really hard time figuring out what I'm going to do. Oh, that was such a good read. Love when I get those. And then that was just a wonderful setup situation, you know, that's just why... oh, and that was a really weird moment, actually. I have no idea what happened right there. But he, like, landed on my mine, and I attacked him at the same time, but it sent him flying. I'll have to get just a clip of that so I can... watch it again and just maybe post a quick video about that, because that was a really weird moment. It was cool. Yeah, so I'll catch you on that one. I'll throw out fishing rod when in my bones I can feel it. I can feel it. I just think to myself, I think I can throw it out right here. And now, not always is that a good thing. So right there, another example of me doing that. Not that that's necessarily a better choice, but I find that it can be. I hate Agas so much. Like, just seeing him use it just stresses me out. Thankfully, he doesn't, like, spam it like some do. And, like, I know I can pocket it, but first of all, it's kind of a bad projectile to pocket because the throw on it shoots it straight downwards. And I'm sorry, but that was sick. And there's a little bit of lag that happened right afterwards, and I definitely thought he just quit the game. But I do find, though, that is where Isabelle does have strength in this matchup. Is that tether grabs are really great edge guarding situations for Isabelle, because Isabelle can get in between the stage, and the tether, and if she nairs or does a down air or something like that, she can pretty much cover all tethers. It just is going to come down to patience, and it's going to come down to patience from the other player, and you know, skill from you too, if you make sure you get there in time and everything, to be able to be that cover. But yeah, I find that is where some strength comes in this matchup, though, is if you get them off the stage, and I mean, here's me going for it right now. They had the jump, and I should have figured, you know, they have jump, they're going to try to do something else. That would have been a perfect dash attack situation. But yeah, that's where this matchup can really shine. Yeah, so we're kind of back to the weird, like, spammy, like, or not spammy, but, like, campy maneuver. I mean, I don't blame you. I'd be stressed if I were you. Like, no shame. No shame, no shade, that's for sure. He's living a lot longer than I expected he would. Lands on my mine right there. Tries to parry the mine, but unfortunately he gets caught in it instead. It can be kind of a tricky timing to get used to. Yep, so just protecting that mine, and then, because, you know, I figure he's going to jump on it, so let's try to keep it around a little bit. Thankfully, I don't get caught out with that smash attack right there. So just trying super hard right there to get it, and I figure he's going to go over to my mine right there, and so that's why I threw the fishing rod, because I expected him to. And that was a really nice jump, fast fall, into a forward air. Against me right there. Like, that was actually really sick. Like, that was very technical, very well done. Unfortunately, he just kind of, you know, greeted a little too hard, but I mean, that was a really cool moment, though, I thought. Great games all together. Not to say that these are the only 3 games I played. I played about 8 or 9 games, and had some wins, had some losses against a great Pac-Man. Yeah, some really great Pac-Man players out there. Anyways, but yeah, I'm Bad Rob Smash. Thank you so much for watching this lowly Isabelle player. Give it his all. Be sure to stick around if you're not already subscribed. I highly recommend it. See some of the popular Isabelle matchups, and just online matchups in general. And furthermore, if you have that friend that plays Isabelle and you just don't know what to do about it, this is a great way to learn about what they will do. Thank you so much for watching. Have a lovely evening, and don't stand too close to the ledge, and beware if you have a tether grab.